welcome back to another episode of Inappropriate Nicknames to Give Your Daughter. Today I'm joined by Post Malone. It's good to see you. I'm such a big fan. Or wait, you sure you're not the Joker?
You probably think that you're better now, but you're not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bozo. I'm such a fan.
Octopussy.
Oh, the greatest title. I love it.
So
ridiculously absurd.
I was looking forward to this only in... This is like the last good costume I have in mind for a little while.
Everything else is suits.
We'll see. I'm not gonna... No spoilers. But, yeah, Corey hates this movie.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just kind of mad about it. Because I feel like everyone always shits on it. So I always go into watching it like, here goes, I'm gonna hate this. And I'm like, it's okay.
I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I've been saying it for a while now. Most of the Roger Moore movies are Saturday morning cartoons to me.
I hate hearing that from him.
But it's true.
I don't think he's actually seen a Saturday morning cartoon.
It is absolutely true. No, I used to go door to door Saturday mornings. Selling vacuum cleaners.
You probably missed me when I was not around.
This movie, though.
So, as far as Roger Moore, this movie, in some ways, tries to be a little more realistic, semi-serious, compared to, like, Moonraker and Man with the Golden Gun. There's certainly
I'll give you that
way too much goof, but the plot itself is... I don't know, it's, like, kind of realistic, believable, and then there's, like, wacky elements.
I think everything up until we meet Q in this movie is fairly solid. I was saying it to you, it's like Live and Let Die to me. For the most part. I was enjoying it up until about Q came in. And then everything was just joke after joke after joke after joke.
Yeah, there's certainly a version of this movie that could have been a little more solid. I will say, I don't know, I think Live and Let Die, strip away the crap, would be really great. This, strip away the crap, and it would be...
The jokes.
Slightly above average. It's alright. I don't know. We've been through a lot, you and I.
We have.
And it's... The thing that struck me this time is like, do I like this more or less than Diamonds Are Forever? I can't answer that right now.
That's a good question. They are very, very similar in jokes and tone.
Kind of. They're wacky in different ways to me. Whereas like that has like this crazy moon buggy chase that's got that music. Sing it for us.
I don't know.
I mean, not that there aren't good action sequences in
that
the
was
movie.
So long ago.
Like, they have the moon buggy chase, and this has like Roger Moore on an airplane, and it's like completely unrealistic, but it's like kind of cool. He's like hanging on, they're going upside down, like they're on a train running up and down, like it's no big thing, and they're fighting, and like it's a good sequence, over the top, but not wacky.
See, this is just
like the moon buggy thing.
It's become a paint by numbers almost for me. Like I'm feeling the same way I have been feeling for most of these movies now, where it's just standard paint by numbers, nothing too out of the ordinary.
But that's how you view all of life.
Maybe. The point is...
Doesn't anybody believe me? There's a bomb. This man's either drunk or crazy.
Can't you see?
Don't you believe?
I'm a person!
Tell him, Octopussy, it's me!
I love that so much. That's funny.
I read this thing, and I hate to repeat things that I've read about these movies elsewhere, but I think it bears repeating. Roger Moore is the only Bond that could get away with that.
Yes.
I could not see Timothy Dalton.
Daniel Craig.
None of that. No way. Sean Connery.
Roger
Sean Connery would refuse to do it. He's like, no.
See, and that's the thing. The movie kind of started out with this cool scene of, it's 009 as a clown. I was like, okay, I could dig this to a degree.
Yeah, like, the plot is kind of interesting. You're like, how do all these things connect? And, like, you kind of go on this very long journey of following the clown, the egg, and then there's a nuclear bomb. It just, I don't know. It's kind of like, where did that come from? Like, it just kind of, by the way, we're switching the jewelry and the bomb. You're like, all right, so, Russia and this crazy general. I'm, like, kind of with it, even though it's a little
I think the
I don't know.
Yeah, the biggest problem with this movie is just the jokes, and you pointed it out that it features the worst thing ever in any of the James Bond movies. And I completely forgot what it was. And when I saw it, I went, oh. Did we need that? Somebody somewhere in the production offices said, you know what would be funny? You know what people would like?
If James Bond was like, this would be a great time to imitate Tarzan and let everyone know where I am.
Yeah.
Shoot this way, fellas. Woo!
That's the logic of the scene. It doesn't work. Another thing I like to point out is that at some point, and this is going up by the logic of the story, at some point, the British Secret Service said, hey, you know what we should sign off to pay for? A robotic crocodile for one of our spies to fit in and float over. Somebody signed the papers to make that thing happen. It drives me nuts.
Although, I don't know, Q's got a lot of silly things in his office.
Yeah, but come on.
That's why I wonder, like, why does Q always get mad at him for, like, breaking his watch or all his gadgets? It's like, you spend money on all this useless crap.
Yeah, anyway.
But, like, he breaks his watch and you're like, huh, I can't believe you did that.
I'm sitting there like the records for the month, like, what the hell?
Like,
why is all the money going out this way?
What does he expect him to do with that car?
We're hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, anyways.
I love it.
But yeah.
Oh, and I love the weapon where it's the yo-yo blade.
The yo-yo blade, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Again, it's like it's so unique that I can't exactly call it over the top. It's just so different that I kind of enjoy it. Are you okay there?
It just pinches me in a weird way. That's what happens when you get cheap noses.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Joan Rivers.
Ho ho ho!
I'm just stumped with that.
Looking at you, Michael Jackson.
Too soon.
Oh, he's dead.
Maud
Adams being back was interesting because she was the same woman in Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
Well, she was the same actress, not same woman, not the same character. But having her back, she's a little bit more his age. So I'm kind of on board with them.
Yeah.
Being with each other.
Yeah, she's got an interesting backstory. I don't know. To me, it's still like, I don't know. Why is the circus connected to Russia starting World War III? Can't they find another way to start World War III? I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe, but the circus makes everything flashy, which is trying to make this movie memorable.
Yeah, that's anymore. It's really bothering my nose. I mean, I like the villains. They're kind of in the same way, like For Your Eyes Only. They're kind of low key.
Very run of the mill. I think.
Like they're not bad, but they don't pop, which is okay. I mean, they don't have to pop. The back rack the dice scene.
Oh, that is probably one of my favorite scenes in this whole series.
Yeah,
though.
That's fun. It's
very back and forth, a lot of FUs.
Yeah, it's same with the auction.
Yeah, I love that.
I like the auction scene too. I'm thinking why don't you go a little higher? Get them up to $1 million.
Like, what of it?
Or
why not?
Pounds, whatever. But
make an enemy or two. Have fun doing it.
It's a little much that he keeps rolling at 666 and no one suspects anything. But whatever.
But you know what? It does feature another villain that crushes something to prove their strength without saying a word.
Channeling some odd job. Yeah, he doesn't speak for at least a good hour and 10 minutes.
So we thought he was another mute.
Yeah.
But no, he talks.
He's the guys that throw the knives. They're cool.
Yeah. This is for my brother. That's for 009.
Oh, that reminds me. I almost feel like it would be better if he said that was for VJ, who was a nice little character, who's apparently a professional tennis player, who plays the 007 theme on his Snake Charming.
To which I point that out, and I want to make a whole video about this, to be honest, but fan service.
About that?
Yeah. No, not that moment. Fan service, because that's clearly a fan service thing, and I'm sitting there going, okay, that was the 00 theme, but Bond recognizes it, therefore it's fan service used well, because the character hears it too. He thinks of what we're thinking of, so I thought it was a fun little nod.
You think James Bond wakes up, he brushes his teeth, and he sings that to himself?
Yeah, he's like, there's a theme all about me.
Yeah.
Don't you have theme music? I hear it everywhere I go.
But no, to me, obviously they didn't kill VJ. It was Yo-Yo Ma, but
Can we just call him that from now on? Yo-Yo Ma killed this guy.
I don't know. To me, when he says, and this is for 009, that's cool. It's fine. It makes sense. But I'm thinking, franchise-wise, what if? 009 was in like a couple other movies, and we actually saw this guy, got to know him, like developed him, and then lost him. The same way we might lose like Felix Leiter.
Right.
And then that has so much more punch, which I think what License to Kill does well, but that's a little down the line. But I guess there were parts for me that the climax started to feel a little flat and just
blow everything up.
Yeah, like to me the most tense moment is when he's a clown and he defuses the bomb.
Yeah.
And then kind of from there, I mean, there is like some good action when they raid the Camille Call, what his name is. When they raid the other guy's fort and all the Octopussy circus ladies attack. I mean, that's a little fun. Then to me, it started to like kind of level out, and I was like, all right.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
Yeah. I mean, like the airplane was cool, and then it ended kind of quick because he's like, wang, and then.
Yeah, it's
like fine, but it didn't have a lot of pop to me. You know, like the stuff on the train, I think was more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have been like the climax, but.
What are you gonna do? Another product of the time.
And how does this one end? Oh, that's the other thing. As far as women go, yeah, Octopussy is cool, but she kind of swoons for him a little easily.
She gives us that little.
What did you say?
What?
What's the rule if you say no 4 times and yes?
Oh
once?
yeah. It's like this. So there's a rule, apparently. She says no.
No doesn't mean no until the 5th time.
Yes.
So you have to double check.
It's like they say in Family Guy: 3 no's and a yes means yes. Don't you love it?
So there's no real pop at the end. He's on the boat and all these beautiful women are rowing him and he knocks himself out of his cast. He's like fine. I guess was he faking his injuries?
It's a good question.
Or is he toughing it out? Because
the power of boners is stronger.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the last line is James.
James. All right, we get.
You're just jealous.
Yeah.
But well, we have a big one coming up.
Oh, yes,
which, you know what, to be fair, like, I think we both had lower, maybe you hated this movie more. Going in with low expectations and having them,
yeah. It makes you pleasantly surprised in some weird fashion.
I don't know if that's going to happen for this one. But hey, it's Christopher Walken, who knows? Alright, so overall thoughts about Octopussy.
2.5.
Maybe it's the face. 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. It's not much better than Moonraker in my opinion.
Yeah, to me, it's in the bottom third. Not at the bottom. I'm gonna have to think about this for a while. Because like I said, there's a few that I'm not. I have to
must have a score now.
Score, I'm just gonna say 275, and that might be a little generous. I mean, I don't know. It has some things going for it.
Yeah. There's some enjoyable qualities, but
it's not the goofiest, and it has better action scenes than some.
And some better acting.
It doesn't have a boat chase that goes on forever with
no.
Pepper, but it does have a guy who looks at his beer
like
when
this.
something crazy happens, like.